Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another review. And let me get a drink. First thing I'm going to say is if you like movie reviews, if you like media reviews, if you like music reviews, CD reviews, album reviews, song reviews, definitely subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. You'll get more content from me on this channel. So now let's get down to the meat and potatoes of the video. What is this video about? You click the title, so evidently you want to know what I think about this documentary, and it's Saving Capitalism. This is not going to be a very, very long review, okay? So this documentary was about saving capitalism, how capitalism affects America, government basically helping businesses get stronger and being able to influence society, basically. That's what this documentary is about. The ultimate thing that I wanted to hear was this Reich, I think it's his last name, Bob Reich, whatever, Robert Reich, whatever, I think is his name. What was his solution to the problem? And if you want to see more, check this documentary out. I will tell you this. It's interesting to know some of these things. And I don't think it's somebody like spewing garbage that doesn't know what they're talking about. This person worked alongside Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton. He worked alongside some popular people. He worked with Robert F. Kennedy. He worked alongside him. He worked with a lot of people, and he knew what he was doing. He knows what he's talking about. So I do think he's a valuable source to talk to young people about this and how to, do what they need to do to make this kind of go away slowly over time. And that is, the business influence with banks over the government and other oil companies and things like that over the government. So with me saying what I think about this documentary, the documentary was really, really well done. I respect what he said. I think it's a really well done documentary. It's professional. The landing on the end of the film is the problem I have, is the thing I have a problem with, because you get to the end of the movie, and I think that he kind of has people ask, he kind of says, ponders it to himself, that people always ask me, well, what do we do? And he doesn't really give a great answer to what we should do. What he tells us to do is basically to, basically, in my eyes, this is what I'm getting, is to protest, to work on starting organizations to kind of combat these things. To start organizations that can combat these things. Let me repeat that one more time. He wants us to go out, find the same of like-minded individuals, start a group to be proactive against these things that we want to change. Let me just reiterate. Okay, so we want all this documentary, and this is the response we get at the end of this movie. I was looking for something a little bit better. I don't know what I was looking for, but that's kind of a stupid answer at the end of the film. I think that a better response to would be to look up on your politicians, get more involved in politics. And he kind of does say that, but I think that would have been more of an answer instead of saying, get with like-minded individuals and, protest against these things that, not really protest, but, your way of protesting against these things, signing petitions and things like that, that's basically what he was saying. But I would like to him to said something up to the effect that, do your research before you vote, get out there and, get petitions started, if you don't like something, try and find people to, I don't know. It's just, to me, it was kind of a weird ending to the documentary. There could have been a better ending. There could have been, I think, more of a Q&A session at the end of the film with young people. That would have been a better ending, I think, because I think young people would have had those questions like, well, how do we do this? How do we do that? That would have been a little bit better. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I guess he does stuff on Facebook. This guy does. I think it's Bob or Robert Reich, Reich. I think is the person that did the video, the documentary. He was the one that talked throughout the entire documentary. And it was kind of shot with him going to these different places, him talking to these lobbyists, and then there was a point where he was talking to some younger people like a bunch of times throughout the movie, and then him going to I think this little small town somewhere. Oh, I don't remember where it was, Um, but yeah, just it was just kind of an off movie. Like it's just kind of weird. And one part that made me go look up something is the minimum wage part. Now, I do want to do a video on this about minimum wage. I'll probably shoot that within the next couple weeks about minimum wage, but he brought that up and that he wants it to be $15 an hour. I don't know if I want to really do a separate video or I just want to talk about it here. Here's probably what I'm going to say. I think I'm going to say in this video because people that watch this documentary review are probably going to be the ones that want to see this kind of content. So if you want to see me do more government kind of towards and what I think should happen in the world kind of videos, let me know. Give me some likes down below. Shoot me some comments. What do you want me to talk about? Because I would be more willing to do my research and do videos like this. Um, I'm very well interested in doing stuff um, like should we have free healthcare or should we have a higher minimum wage, like videos like that. And here's my thing about minimum wage. I want to talk this because I really do think it's the dumbest piece of crap information that I heard on some YouTube videos I watched after I watched this video. So Robert Reich said, Bob Reich, whatever I think his name is, he said $15 an hour would be pretty good. I'm watching these other YouTube videos afterwards, and there's this guy that says the reasons why we shouldn't be $15 an hour. And some of the things was like people would lose jobs. Doesn't make sense. Let's go on. They would have to raise prices. Why would they have to raise prices? Let's go on again. People are the people that got $15 an hour would not be affected, but the other people would. So let me backtrack a little bit. So what I just said was the people who got $15 an hour wouldn't be affected. Yes, they would not be affected. Or yes, they would not be affected. The other people would. Here is the thing. Society is so broken right now with people that bust our butts every single day, go out there, work a 9 to 5 job, you know what I mean, a regular job, and get paid, under $10 an hour, a little bit over $10 an hour. It's still not enough. $15 an hour is pretty good. If we were making $15 an hour, the world would be a better place because one, we'd be able to pay our bills, and staying at the prices right now, it would be pretty good. What he said was that people would lose jobs and stuff like that. Well, here's the thing about this. If this happened, if they did that, if Donald Trump would say tomorrow, hey, we're going to raise everything, but I know Donald Trump doesn't believe in going all the way to $15, which I kind of disagree with because I think we do need to go to $15. He's talking about $10, which would be nothing to me because I already make that. So I kind of do want more money. I kind of hope that he might settle on doing like 13 maybe. Even at $13 an hour, if some people are complaining that it's going to hurt their businesses, maybe the government cuts a check to certain businesses. But then again, you don't want that. You don't want that. What Donald Trump needs to say when he does this is says that yes, the impact of what is going to happen will affect your business. But within a year and a half, it'll be right back to where it is. You're going to have a brunt effect of you raising the wages. But see, here's the thing. All these people that aren't making that much money now, you give them that extra money. You give them, you basically would be giving them like $75 extra or more on their paycheck every single week, or whatever they get paid. Basically, $75 a week to 100 or a little bit over 100 would probably be what they would get, or more. So you're talking about probably, let's just say an extra $100. That would be a tremendous push to the economy. If you're thinking probably, I don't know how many people that are middle class, lower class, that get paid that much money in minimum wage jobs, but I'm assuming there's a lot. So if you're talking about all these people having $100 extra out of their paycheck minimum, then they're going to want to go out and spend that money. And the economy is going to be better. And I think what people forget is that sometimes, even if you are in a lower class, you still want to go out to eat. You still want to buy cars. You still want to do all this. And nothing's going to change with the people that get paid $15 an hour. If you're talking about people that go to factories and things like that, and who work in doctors' offices and who, other places, it's not going to affect them. It's going to affect them in a good way. And if you're talking about factories, like, it's not going to affect them because they're still doing the same thing. So I don't understand. It's all a bunch of bullcrap that they want to put in front of us that says that it's going to affect the economy, because it's not going to affect the economy. So this documentary kind of got really under my skin about talking about these certain things and minimum wage and how the economy is broken, when all they really have to do is raise minimum wage and we'd probably be fine. Um, the health insurance is another story, but we don't want to get into that. That's a whole other video with my thoughts on that, because there is time for big government and there's time for no government and stay away from us. And I think that that's one thing that I kind of, besides the minimum wage, that I heard Donald Trump was kind of on the fence about, but now he kind of does want to raise it a little bit, which he said at least 10, but he's still looking into it. So hopefully he agrees on 12 to 13, possibly, maybe even going up to 15, seeing that what would happen if that happens. Because I don't think it would affect that much. I don't think it really would. It's just going to get more money out of the wealthy pockets. And they've already earned enough money right now that they could afford to pay us that much now, take the cut that year, and then continue to earn, because they're going to make money either way. But healthcare, I really do think that government should be involved somehow, because it's the way doctors are, and they want to charge us like out the ass for stupid stuff. Like, the thing that irritates me the most is you go to a doctor's appointment and they charge you like $500 to see the doctor. And I'm like, really? It really costs $500 to see a doctor? I understand. I respect him. I understand he went to school for this and he should get paid a decent amount, But $150 is pretty reasonable. When they start talking about $300 to $500, then that's a little bit much. I can understand $150, maybe per visit, but I think like more like $100, $120 would be more reasonable, because more people would go see the doctor if it was cheaper and if it wasn't as much. And I know the doctors deserve to be paid, but I really do think that the government needs to step in and do something about the healthcare system, really extremely, and also the things with, you know, um, just other things, man. They need to step in and kind of get involved. And I think government needs to pick their spots to be involved with the people. Healthcare is one of them. Police is another one. The postal system is another one that they need to step in and do something about, because there's things that go on with the postal system that we are getting charged way too much to ship things out. I go and I try and send um, like an envelope that has a DVD in it, and I'm being asked to pay like $6 to ship it to like 3 states over. Like, that's a bit ridiculous, I think. And it's just, the government needs to step in. People are charging way too much for things that there shouldn't be that much. I understand they got to pay a wage, but the thing is that people don't realize is that if you make things cheaper, people will do them. Perfect example is, these restaurants that have like kids nights, where you go there and the kids meals are free or they're half off or something like that. More people go in those nights. They spend a lot of money. The places are packed. Why do you think that's so? Because you get things for cheaper, you're going to want to go back to that place. So anyways, that's my review on the documentary and some little extra thoughts about governmental issues and things that I think should happen with the economy. But this is kind of gets me thinking about that kind of stuff. So if you want to see more videos like this, like I said, leave comments down below about what you would like me to talk about. And I'll be glad to talk about it, because I really would like to do my research and kind of see what people think about it. There are some channels on YouTube that are so stupid. When I was trying to, follow Trump and vote for him and try and get like good views on both sides, but so many bad things I heard about Trump, it just so pissed me off. And I realized that he probably was the one that we need to vote for. And some people still disagree. I stand by my decision to vote for him, because the Young Turks, the YouTube channel, they are dumb. They brought up some stupid thoughts. And I brought them up before. I'm not slandering them. I'm just saying that they give stupid reasons why you shouldn't have voted for Trump. Before the election was happening, they would point out stupid things that happened, 20 years ago with Trump. And anybody that brings up anything like 5 to 10 years ago is stupid when you're talking about politics. that has no relation to what he's done recently. They were talking about, what are they talking about? So, something about some stuff like he did like 10 years ago or something. I was like, well, that's great, but that was 10 years ago. I think society is different in that way. But anyways, Young Turks, don't watch them. They're stupid. Anyways, um, they give you like weird point of views, and what do you call that? Right wing, left wing? I don't know what the hell. They're side wing somewhere. They don't want to give you the correct information. They don't want to give you proper information. They're just talking about one side. They're one-sided kind of a channel. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought about Saving Capitalism. I just seen it actually at Dollar General for like sale for like $1 on DVD or Blu-ray or something. So you can probably pick it up pretty cheap to watch it yourself at home on a DVD player, pretty cheaply. So, but it's currently available on Netflix as well. So if you want to go check it out there. I'm sure a lot of people have Netflix out there, so you can check it out for your monthly fee that you pay and all that good jazz. Hope you like the movie review. Let me know down below any other documentaries you want me to check out that you think I'd be interested in. There are some ones, but some ones don't really appeal to me. So that's why I don't really watch them. Haven't really had many cool ones. I know there's one with Jim Carrey. I might check that one out soon. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. Let me know down below if you've seen the documentary Saving Capitalism and what you think about it. If you haven't, go check it out. Come back here, tell me what you think about it. As always, keep rocking and keep on watching documentaries. Later, guys, gals, aliens.